in that sense. For those of you on YouTube, you're joining in right now, and unfortunately, you've just missed about the first 8 minutes of the audio, which included a question to BYU fans and then some defense. I don't know what the technical glitch was, other than the internet, using Internet Explorer for my webcam continues to be somewhat of an issue. The discussion, if you're going to be interested and want to grab just the audio version off weareutahjazz.com, is about the defensive schemes, systematic change from a year ago from Sloan to Corbin, and whether it worked. And so the final conclusion for everybody on this is that it worked to force people to shoot from a spot that was better for the Jazz, but they didn't defend the actual shot better. Now, is that because we have bad defenders? Is that because we're so obsessed with getting guys the right spot? Is that because we're not as tough as we once were? I don't know. I'm going to take a positive approach and hope that what this says is that last year the systematic change happened, it worked, and then by adding tougher guys in Mo Williams and Randy Foye and Marvin Williams, we now will defend those shots better and really could become we've set the foundation for a really nice defensive unit. Now we actually just have to execute it better than we did last year. That's my hope. To some extent, when you're allowing shots in the wrong spot and you're fouling, there's a pretty large limit on what you're able to ever do defensively, which is the kind of where we were before. There was just statistically, we could have never become a particularly good defensive team when we were allowing shots where we were. So, keep an eye on that. Again, for those of you on YouTube, I apologize you missed the first 8 minutes due to a glitch. Luckily, I saw it. Assistant coaches. We are set. We have our guys. Our staff's going to work together for the second straight year, which is very, very important. But when you're evaluating teams around the NBA, the fact that Dallas has lost Dwayne Casey, the head coach of Toronto, Terry Stotts, the head coach in Portland, these are very important things to that. In fact, if you go look at Rick Carlisle, I believe in Indiana, he was coach of the year. He was fabulous, and his assistants started to leave, and things fell apart there. Jim O'Brien ended up replacing him. Ironically enough, they're now talking about Jim O'Brien coming into Dallas to be an assistant for him again, which seems kind of a weird mix. But there's motivators, very few, frankly. Motivators, there's kind of creative energy guys, and there's very serious X's and O's guys. But no one's all three. And so when you hire assistant coaches, you've got to find guys that mix and match into your personality. And when you start to lose guys, the first time you probably do it right, and then when you lose guys, I think it's very hard for staffs to stay together in the correct way. I think that's going to be a very big blow to Dallas. Keep an eye on other coaches that move teams. I think watch it. It hurts teams a good deal. Greg Oden is a free agent and out there talking to the Spurs, the Pacers, and the Magic. Would you take a shot at him? Would you take a shot at him? Just throw it out there. I'm not sure I would at this point. But if I'm the Magic, I think I would. Might as well. And Dwight Howard just paid $20 million for a house in L.A., supposedly paid cash. Does that mean he's re-signing in L.A.? Probably. That's disappointing news. Again, those of you on YouTube, I apologize for the shortened edition right there. For those of you on the audio version, I hope you enjoy it. Have a great weekend. I'll be back with you Monday. We are 6 weeks away from training camp opening. Talk to you soon.